also have my, you can't really tell, but I have my, pine tree, evergreen spruce tree shirt on today. I got this at American Eagle last March, February, and then I bleached it. Anyways, so let's just start off. Also, if there's anything specifically Christmas related that you'd like a fact video Christmas related, please let me know. I am taking suggestions. Yeah, so let's just get started. I will be looking this way to read off of my computer. I know that bothers some people. I also have a really bad back. A lot of people comment and be like, you don't really make eye contact with the camera and you're like always moving. That's just because I have back pain, so I'm just like trying to like move around so it stops hurting. I also just don't make eye contact with people in general, so I don't think it's gonna change. Anyways, enough about me. Let's move on to the Christmas trees. Fact number 1. The tradition started more than 2,000 years ago when pagans used to worship evergreen trees as a symbol of fertility. Number 2. Between the 1500s and 1600s, people in Latvia and other Eastern European countries began decorating Christmas trees, and later on the Germans adopted this tradition. Number 3. Prince Albert, husband who brought the tradition to England in the 1840s. After the royal family was photographed with a decorated Christmas tree, the tradition spread among commoners and was later brought over to America. So Prince Albert was pretty cool. There's actually a city in my province named Prince Albert. It's not really a good place to be. It's a little scary sometimes. But Prince Albert was a pretty influential dude, I guess. Number 4, the Nordman fir is considered the leading among Christmas trees. They are the superior Christmas tree, apparently. And it's Nordman, fir, F-I-R. Number 5, 98% of all Christmas trees are grown on farms. That's about 350 million trees that are currently being grown in the U.S. Number 6, only 2% of Christmas trees are cut from the wild. My family, we used to all, because there was 7 of us, sometimes more, we would all pack into the vehicle on a cold December day. We would go out into the literal forest and cut down a tree. And then my mom got tired of loading us all up and to go out into the forest, so we got a fake tree. But for a very long time, my family used to get real trees, and we would like water it. But we were the 2% that went into nature. Although it's not like nature was far from where we lived, but yeah. Number 7. Christmas trees can host thousands of insects and microorganisms, and apparently that's why it's really important to really shake the tree before you bring it into your home. Especially if you're getting it from the literal forest. So yeah. Number 8. There are nearly 15,000 Christmas tree farms in the U.S. alone. I'm not sure. I feel like I didn't add this because I constantly feel like a lot of things are just implied about the United States and we don't care about the rest of the world sometimes. But 50 out of the 52 states grow Christmas trees on farms. Number 9. Decorating Christmas trees with lights began with Martin Luther. 16th century Protestant reformer Martin Luther is credited with being the first to add lighted candles to a tree. While walking home one winter night, he was intrigued by the brilliance of stars twinkling between the evergreen trees, according to history.com. He recaptured the site at home for his family by erecting a tree in the main room and wiring the branches with lit candles. Luther suggested attaching candles to the branches, which became quite popular until electric fairy lights were invented. It just seems like such a scary thought to literally just put a candle on a tree. And like houses weren't fireproof at that time. They were actually very easy to but then leads us to fact number 10. Edward Johnson, who was Thomas Edison's assistant, came up with the idea of electric Christmas lights for Christmas trees. In Christmas tree upside down from the ceiling is an old one that originated in Central and Eastern Europe, according to thespruce.com. Upside down Christmas trees are reportedly common among Slavic groups. It's still rather confusing as to why this tradition started, and I don't think it happens anymore. But there was some pictures on this website of like a tree actually like hanging from the roof. I guess all the bugs would come out that way, but I don't really understand why that would be fun, and like how hard it would be to stick your tree to a roof upside down. I don't know. Number 13, you can recycle your Christmas tree in the United States and other places. This was just a fact. The trees are used to make sand and soil erosion barriers and placed in ponds to provide shelter for fish. You can also just like throw them in your backyard or like take them to a compost depot or something. Yeah, so don't just like put it in the garbage can. Like you can do other things with it and it'll just like naturally erode. You can also just like burn it for fire if you want to. Yeah. Number 14, the typical height of a Christmas is about 6 or 7 feet, according to the National Christmas Tree Association. It can take as little as 4 years to reach this height, but the average growing time is approximately 7 years, but it can take 15 years. I guess it just depends on like the quality of the seed, you know, everyone grows differently. Number 15. The first decorated Christmas tree was in Riga, Latvia in 1510. I guess that's the documented first decorated Christmas tree. Alright, number 16. The first printed reference to Christmas trees appeared in Germany in 1531. Number 17. Besides evergreens, other types of trees such as cherry and hawthorns were used as Christmas trees in the past. I guess especially in like places where evergreens didn't really grow, but you could grow a cherry tree. Why not? I'm sure a cherry tree is like pretty, especially if it flowered. Beautiful. With some lights. Ugh. And number 18. In 1900, large stores started to erect big illuminated Christmas trees, starting the trend. And number 19, the tradition of an official Chicago Christmas tree was initiated, in 1913 when one was first lit by Mayor Carter H. Harrison in Grant Park. Number 20. The official Christmas tree there's too many okay. The official Christmas tree tradition at Rockefeller Center began in 1933. Since 2004, the tree has been topped with a $550 ashes and they were dyed green. I think that's sort of cool, but I believe that they don't make them anymore and that they're just like a collector's item now, or they're like really ratty now and probably smell bad. So 27 artificial Christmas trees made largely from aluminum were manufactured in the United States, first in Chicago starting in 1958, and I don't believe that they make these anymore either. Like, that sounds like just a tad dangerous to me. Number 28. Today, most artificial Christmas trees are made from PVC plastic. PVC trees are fire retardant, but not fire resistant. 80% of artificial trees worldwide are manufactured in China. I will say personally, throughout my lifetime, the quality of artificial trees has skyrocketed. Like, now you get those ones with the like the plastic bristles, but like if you from far away they actually look real, like they're 3D, they're not just like those thin like little plastic things. So that's all I'm saying. Like, Christmas trees have come a long way throughout my lifetime, the last 20 years for sure. Number 32. Oh no, we're on 31. No, we're not. We're on number 29. I'm so sorry. 29. We can't skip 29. 10.9 million artificial trees were purchased in the United States in 2012. I've heard, this is an extra bonus fact. I'm not sure if this is everywhere, but I do know that in Canada, Christmas trees, like real Christmas trees at the Christmas tree farms, are in a shortage because so many people are buying them. And I think it's just because we have like the time to go buy them. I don't know. That's it. Number 30. The first Christmas tree retail lot in the United States was started by Mark Carr in New York in 1851. That's sort of pure to me, and I don't know why. This guy was like, I'm just gonna make my living on Christmas trees in 1851. Pure. Number 31. From 1887 to 1933, a fishing schooner called the Christmas Ship would tie up to the Clark Street Bridge in Chicago and sell spruce trees from Michigan to Chicagoans. The trees were from Michigan, but they were selling them to people in Chicago. And I think that's really cute. Like, how cool would that be to like just go down to the river, go on this boat, get your tree, go home. I think that's adorable. So number 32. An estimated 175,000 real Christmas trees are sold via e-commerce or catalog and shipped mail order. I found this really interesting, that people really do be going online buying Christmas trees and they're like, yeah, just mail it to me. Like, what? Sounds stressful to me. Number 33. The most popular Christmas trees are Scotch pine, Douglas fir, noble fir, Fraser fir, balsam fir, Virginia pine, and white pine. But we can't forget about the best, the Nordman fir. risk and convinced manufacturers to voluntarily stop producing lead tinsel, and now it's made out of plastic. And it lasts a pretty long time, especially if you don't store it while it's being squished. So, number 46. Ukrainians decorate Christmas trees with spider webs. While it sounds ominous, this tradition is actually rooted in a heartwarming folktale. However, she had no money to decorate it, so on Christmas Eve she went to bed crying. That night, spiders heard her tears and proceeded to cover the tree with delicate, glistening webs. Some versions of the story say the webs actually turned into silver and gold, while others say they merely look like precious metals. Either way, the widow felt rich come Christmas morning. Now I do want to be putting spider webs on my tree now. I'm just saying. Number 47. If you've heard the phrase Australian Christmas tree, you might imagine a fir tree on the beach, or possibly one in the ocean down under. However, the plant that Australians call a Christmas tree is actually an aggressive hemiparasitic type of mistletoe. This parasite is believed to be the largest in the world, with its roots stabbing victims from up to 360 feet away. It looks nothing like a conifer, but its yellow-orange flowers bloom around the holidays, hence the name. They're pretty ugly if you want to Google them. Not cute. And number 48. In Colombo, Sri Lanka, a 236-foot tall tree made of scrap metal and wood broke the Guinness World Record in 2016 for the world's tallest artificial Christmas tree. The tree was surrounded by some controversy during construction. The local Catholic archbishop thought it was a waste of money, about $80,000. That should have gone to charity, and it ultimately didn't stay up for long. It was dismantled in 2017 when folks realized it looked more like a rocket than a fir tree. That's not good when your Christmas tree looks like a rocket. Number 49. Germans believe it's bad luck to put your Christmas tree up before Christmas Eve. So they usually put it up on Christmas Eve and take it down the first week of January, I think it said. I didn't write that part down. I'm a failure. Anyway, last but not least, we have fact number 50, which is the Vatican didn't get a Christmas tree until about 1982, which I think is wild, because the Romans always used Christmas trees. But anyways, that's my Christmas tree facts. Actually, thought this was really interesting. So yeah, sources are down below.